Hi guys and welcome back to Tommy Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Actually, it's not a Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys, it is actually a Starcraft 2 game here. Sorry about that one, guys. Hold on, let me just select the production tab if I see it. Here we go. Now let me just start by introducing the players to you guys, as we have a very nice engagement in between two pro gamers here from the international Starcraft 2 scene. Now spawning here in the upper left in the red, it is SCARLETT from Canada, but she's currently living in South Korea. And her opponent is going to be none other than spawning here in the low right in the blue. It's Innovation, also from South Korea. A very interesting matchup, like I told you guys. SCARLETT, of course, born in Canada, but currently living in South Korea in a streaming house, I believe, as she's also saving up to buy herself also a house, I believe, perhaps in Canada, perhaps in the United States of America, or maybe she wishes to stay here in South Korea to train more for a... Hold on, we actually have a nice engagement here, so she will very likely train more for some tournaments in South Korea, but we have a nice proxy build up here by Innovation. Sorry that I missed it, but this Overlord did indeed spot it as she retreats that Overlord, and pretty soon, perhaps, I already see it on the minimap, she's actually moving out with some drones. But will she she has to really kill a SCV or two just to stop this production. So Innovation caught me here a little bit by surprise. Sorry about this one, guys. Let's just see how exactly SCARLETT is going to react. Of course, the drones are being pulled, only 4 of them, and she really needs to get a nice round on that SCV. That SCV is dropping so low here, but it's being saved here. The other SCV takes a charge here, and is she going to take him out so close? SCV is falling, but the 2 barracks are already up. First Marine is also already up, and yeah, she went for a straight fast expansion here and a spawning pool. So lots of Terrans are really doing this strategy here, the proxy barrack strategy, very close to the Zerg proximity. Sadly for SCARLETT, one drone has already been taken out, the second one is falling as well. The other one is retreating at home, as Innovation is slowly but steadily moving out here with his SCV, with those Marines. Perhaps indeed a bunker is going to follow up here, so some Zerglings should follow up. The Queen is also being produced here, and I hope for SCARLETT that she's going to hold this. Many drones are being pulled once again after she lost 2, and she should of course hold this with that many probes, and the Zerglings are also coming in here. So nice kiting here back and forward by Innovation as he takes out some Zerglings here, but in the end his units are being surrounded here. A Marine has fallen as well. More and more Zerglings are coming in. He's really microing those Marines very strongly, very good. Also takes out another drone here, and in the end the aggression has been stopped. Now let's just see how many units have been lost. Units lost, here we go, pretty standard, pretty balanced here. So nice trade here by both players as more and more Marines are being chased here away. SCARLETT needs to be careful, however her Zerglings are very low. So yeah, units lost still. Much is being lost here, and let's not forget that SCARLETT has also lost lots and lots of economy, given the fact that she had to pull those probes, those drones, sorry, and just to defend here. But in the end, a really nice job by her. Those Queens, however, will take over now. Very defensive, a very good unit, and also nice Queen X here just to spread that larva, that creep, sorry, about around the map. So yeah, in the end, she's also buying some nice time here with those Zerglings. So yeah, like I told you, really great stuff here between two pro gamers, 2 of my favorite players actually, SCARLETT and of course Innovation. Innovation is also due to go to the army. Perhaps he's going to meet up with Flash there. I think Jaedong is also currently in the South Korean army. So yeah, what a nice time to be alive here for them, just to join up forces in the army. Perhaps they're going to be playing some Starcraft Broodwar if allowed, and some Starcraft 2. Perhaps Flash is going to get promoted to a general in Starcraft in the military. And yeah, let's just see the follow-up here. Nice creep spread, however Innovation knows that SCARLETT is very good with her creep spread, as he's going to stop this as much as he can. Let's have a look at his main factory with a reactor here, 2 Hellions. Hellions of course very good to harass the mineral line here from the Zerg. Lots of Terrans are even adding a dropship. Here it is, dropship with Hellions, very strong. This is exactly why the Zerg SCARLETT did steer this Overlord into this location. Also here an Overlord, just to have as much map awareness as possible. First Hellions already being annoying here, killing that drone is not allowing here to expand further on. There is also an expansion here for Innovation, as some SCVs has been already transferred here for him, and more is being added. The barracks are floating slowly but steadily back. The dropship has picked up those Hellions, 4 Hellions, and yes, good thing here for SCARLETT that she's prepared, but is she going to have enough time if the afterburner is going to start here from the Medivac? We're about to find out. The Queens is already targeting that Medivac. 4 Hellions are coming in. Nice block here with that evolution chamber, but some drones will fall for her. Sadly, already 5 drones. It's really hard to micro them out, given the fact that so much splash damage is being dealt here by those Hellions. Only 2 Hellions have fallen, but 9 drones already being killed here. The Hellions have been surrounded. 2 Hellions still alive, very low on HP. So is the drone, and he even gets another drone here. So a 4 Hellion trade for 10 drones. So much economic damage once again being done here by Innovation. Speed is being researched now for those Zerglings, and let's just see, is she going to do something with some Zergling bust perhaps here. But a nice block in here by Innovation. Very greedy gameplay here by him with that third command center already out here for him. Nice creep spread once again with those Queen X here by SCARLETT. And yeah, currently she's just sitting at Zerglings with Queens, and also upgrading her tier 2 here, as she's already up with her expansion, also building a spore, so in case there will be some invisible units like a Banshee coming in, she's going to have the detection. Also spore here into this location. Let's have a quick look once again at Innovation. Steam, of course, much needed, and look at that, a very surprisingly and beautiful strategy here with a battlecruiser. Now battlecruiser, let's have a look where exactly he's going to teleport. Here we go, and just straight into this mineral line here. Nice job here by Innovation. Here we go, 1 drone already out, the second drone also out. The battlecruiser is very tanky, but he needs to be microed, of course, very carefully back and forward. And this is a really nice strategy here by the Terrans. At the same time, he's doing a nice bust here, where he tried to do a nice bust with those Hellions. Once again, in comes the battlecruiser, goes straight for that spore. Queens are in position just to push this back, and Queens are also very good against any Hellion push. So nice job here by SCARLETT holding this first aggression. So many Queens here for her. Lots of Zergs really like to go into Queens just to defend their bases, and at the same time just spawn more and more units. The battlecruiser is still roaming around here, but he's taking quite a lot of damage, so he needs to of course go home and just get repaired by some SCVs. Takes out a creep or 2 and drops very low, as those Queens are so fast on that creep. So pretty good stuff here by both players. There's a nice overseer here just to detect exactly what Innovation is up to. So she sees exactly that more and more bio is being now produced here by Innovation with Medivac. So this is exactly what most Terrans really like to do, just to harass in multiple locations with some drops, with some Medivacs and stinned Marines. He currently is still sitting at only those Queens with Zerglings. Finally there is a Roach Orange, so Roach is of course much a tankier unit here, very good unit against those Hellions. But now even some tanks are being added, so slowly but steadily Innovation is pushing out. He did an early good aggression here, he's having more supply than the Zerg, but if you look at the map, her macro orientated game is really strong here, as she's just spreading more and more of her bases all around this map. In goes the good scan here just to take out those Queen eggs. And yeah, nice wall in here by the Terran just to avoid those bailing connection, and a good connection now here by SCARLETT, taking out 2 Medivacs. So nice move there by her. Innovation not paying attention for a moment, as he did lose those 2 Medivacs. Here we have the Hellbats backed up by those Marines and those siege tanks. Those siege tanks, of course, if they're positioned here nicely in the lower part of the map, they will of course get some good connection, but they also have to be protected by the Marines. Here we go, Steam is out, as Innovation slowly but steadily is moving forward. He doesn't wish to allow this expansion to go up, and even his battlecruiser once again is killing some drones here. Expansion has been cancelled, and in come the Ravagers here. So Ravagers very strong, backed up here by Roaches. SCARLETT should of course hold, not only that she holds, but he's driving those units back. At the same time, those Queens should be able to take care of this battlecruiser, perhaps even taking it out. Innovation needs to be careful, his battlecruiser is burning. And yeah, he might fall here very close. 4 HP, what a crazy save here by Innovation, as he might take out the Overlord too. Oh, he's just microing that battlecruiser back, and he's going to TP him, of course, home and just repair him, perhaps start once again to be annoying as possible. Now a good hold here by SCARLETT as she pushed Innovation back. Innovation with his third command center. Pretty much good stuff here, very defensive, no only one weapons upgrade here for those Marines, and a nice bio here by SCARLETT, anticipating this battlecruiser return. Great stuff here by her. Also 1 weapons upgrade here for her Ravagers and Roaches. As slowly but steadily we're once again things are calming down, but look at that, Innovation once again with a great drop here. However, SCARLETT this time prepared, and this is once again the value of this Overlord here, and also many Overlords here for her. So really good job here for her, just to anticipate exactly when a drop is going to come in here. This drop could have been very strong here for Innovation, but he can hold this back, even add some spores here. So very defensive gameplay here by SCARLETT, as she's moving more and more of her Roaches out. A nice small push here by Innovation. Once again he's taking out actually some of the drones, but in the end he's going to lose so many Marines here. So really bad trade here by him. At the same time, it's going to be annoying as possible. Once again dropping into this position, but the Roaches are there, and this will once again be deflected here by SCARLETT. So 2 drones once again have been killed, but some Marines have been killed as well, so pretty fair trade. Once again we see a huge army move out here by Innovation into this location. So yeah, with those siege tanks need of course once again to be protected, but Innovation with a small group of Marines is once again going to be as annoying as possible. Here we have a great engagement now here, Ravagers and Roaches on the high ground, Marines steamed up, but there's a nice fungal now even going out here. So SCARLETT having that high ground, she should have the advantage here, but those Marines once again being fungled. Look at how slow they are and how red they are. So they really need to be healed now as fast as possible, but not as many medivacs are being left here. Once again Innovation with that multitasking here, just killing 5 drones once again. All of those Marines, if they would have caught some virus here by those Ravagers, he would have been in such a huge trouble here, but SCARLETT is pushing through, so he's feeling very confident. She needs to be careful against those tanks. And once again launches those virus, spreads them, even takes out the medivac here and the Ravagers. Really great stuff here by her, but the SCVs will be in position just to repair those units, and medivacs with low energy should repair those Marines. Once again pushing here by Innovation, but SCARLETT is being prepared this time. Perhaps she's going to catch some of those medivacs with some virus. No, sadly not for her. But yeah, in the end a good hold here by SCARLETT. And yeah, let's just have a look once again. Innovation just multitasking those medivacs. Really great stuff here by him, as there's not that much anti-air, just a couple of queens. Let's have a look at how many units have been lost. Pretty fair if you ask me. Yeah, a good job here by both players. We have once again SCARLETT trying to move in. Yeah, let's go straight once again for this production. Here we go. SCARLETT once again in position. Her creep spread is really great. She's known of course for her creep spread, but she needs to be careful against those tanks. Virus have been once again launched and the tank has fallen. We have a nice army move out here, so SCARLETT also trying to be doing some multitasking here just to kill those supply depots. Perhaps some banings would have been a good idea against those Marines, but it's up for her. And once again look at that, 6 drones have been killed. Innovation really doing a great job with this small army composition here. At the same time SCARLETT is moving in, going to try to kill a supply depot or 2, but in the end she has to be careful, just push back. Bios do get a connection against that tank, and yeah, Innovation once again is being held. But look at that, we have an Idol Swarm here, so this could be very great here. This Overseer giving good vision here for SCARLETT, but she needs to be careful, as once again the army move is going to come out here from Innovation. Nice fungal growth once again, and here are the Ravagers all over the map, and yeah, they should go straight of course for those production buildings here. Really good job here by SCARLETT. At the same time Innovation with his army, he's pretty much out. He needs to decide, is he going to attack or just defend back. He's even spine crawlers here. Great fungal once again here, so much action going on left and Right, really good stuff. Nice kiting once again here by Innovation. His main is in trouble, but he does bring back a great army composition here just to push it back. His army are hurt, but both players at the same amount of units here. Even some Lurkers are being added. Lurkers, of course, very good against the bio push here from Innovation. Once again, these tanks here are being harpooned now. Really nice job here by SCARLETT. Once again, a harpoon against those tanks. Of Vipers, of course, very good counter to those tanks with those harpoons, with the blinding clouds, but more and more is being added here by, look at that, a blinding cloud here, and even harpoons that medivac kills it. Lurkers have been burrowed here, so they try to get as many connections as possible. Hydras are also out on the map, but Innovation all of a sudden decides to change his tactic as he's going once again for this expansion. It's a little bit exposed. In come the Hydras, but they need to be backed up by Lurkers, of course, as those Steam Marines, and once again we have a good engagement here. So many Hydras this time for the SCARLETT, so once again a great fungal here by her, as she's killing so much here from Innovation. Her economy looks also very strong here. Look at that 4k minerals here for her, but once again Innovation steals some time. He buys some time for himself, and with this small army group he's being able to kill so much, but at what cost? He's losing 2 medivacs once again, and those Marines have also fallen. Once again a medivac push here, perhaps into this location, perhaps this location. Let's have a look a little bit at the main from SCARLETT. Just a Hydralisk then, and a Lurker then, so not really that much out of the order. Some spine crawlers are being added. She has to, of course, multitask just to defend her bases left and right, as Innovation is really doing a great job here. But she should, of course, use that economy of her, so she needs to be a little bit more aggressive here, and here we go. So many Lurkers here for her. And look at that spread. Scan is immediately going out. Nice blinding cloud on those tanks. Those tanks really won't get so much connection, and they're being pulled straight into those Lurkers. Really great job here by SCARLETT, going straight for this expansion. This expansion is being killed at the same time. Once again, Innovation being annoying as possible with that small army group, but he somehow holds here his main. Once again harpooning those tanks straight into those Lurkers. Really great job here by her. And in come to the fungal guys. Let's just see where exactly the fungal is being casted, or what exactly he's going to do. Really great stuff, but more and more Lurkers are being killed here, so now she's being cornered, sadly for her. This army composition really very likely fall. The fungals are doing a good job in slowing this down, but in the end Innovation is just proving too strong. However, remember, the economy here from SCARLETT is much better here than the economy from Innovation. Yeah, she should be able to, of course, recover as fast as possible, as more and more Ravagers and Roaches are being added. Hydralisk, Vipers, no Banix, pretty much interesting enough here for SCARLETT, as she decides to go for this army composition. Remember, this guy, this has been played in the year 2021, as once again we have a good engagement here by Innovation, moving up here with those Marines, Steam Marines and Marauders. So yeah, like I told you, it's been played in the year 2021 on the 5th of July, and yeah, Innovation is being very mobile here, as he once again is going to kill this expansion here for SCARLETT, and perhaps kill some of those drones. Some Lurkers are being added. He's going on the high ground just to get a better position here for himself. Really good stuff here by him. High ground much better than the low ground, and yeah, in the end he's being surrounded here, so he needs to evacuate as fast as possible. But there's not that much anti-air here for SCARLETT, just Hydras. And once again he's stimming his medivacs, and he's going to drop into this main position here for SCARLETT. At the same time he's also dealing damage here. SCARLETT prepared for that. Let's have a look at the main. Once again the Hydralisks are falling left and right. The Marines are getting healed here by those medivacs, but in the end SCARLETT is of course going to hold. But even more and more is being thrown here at SCARLETT, as Innovation at the same time feels very confident and is expanding into this position. So yeah, let's once again things have settled down finally a little bit, as Innovation is regrouping. He did lose some supply, but so did SCARLETT. Her economy has also fallen at 1.5k minerals, as she did lose, sadly for her, this expansion. So yeah, she needs to recover. This expansion is also bleeding, dropping very low here. So she decided just to expand into this position. At the same time she's moving out with many Lurkers and Vipers. And Viper, sadly for her, has been already killed. So yeah, she needs to be a little bit more protective and careful. And yeah, she decides to retreat a little bit as Innovation in position with those Marauders. This time not that many Marines, just Marauders with Medivacs, as he's probably going to go straight to snipe that hatchery. He's being intercepted, however, as he's kiting here his Marauders back and forward. Really good stuff here by him. He's even going to try an engagement here against those Hydras. He's very confident, as those Marauders are indeed 3-3 upgraded against also 3-3 upgrades here by those Hydras. At the same time, we have an army push out here, once again 0-2 upgrades for those tanks. Those tanks very valuable here, just to kill those spines, just to kill any reinforcements. Really nice spread here by Innovation. But there's also a huge army push out here by Scarlett. Sadly for her, she did lose another hatchery here. And at the same time, Innovation once again is moving out. Her hatchery is also being targeted here, so she needs to be careful. But she should be able to hold this with so many Hydralisks here. Even Blinding Clouds are doing a great job here against those tanks. But at the same time, Innovation is all over the map here, and he's once again sniping this hatchery here from Scarlett. Drones are being pulled, but so many drones will fall here for Scarlett. Sadly for her, 11 drones are already down, as Innovation once again does a really good job here with his units. So hard for Scarlett to defend, as she has to go left and right, up and down. So really good job here by Innovation with abusing those Medivacs here. Perhaps Scarlett should have been a little bit more aggressive early on, as she will of course recover, but her economy will fall as well, as she's losing more and more minerals and gas. So something needs to be happening here. Even this location is nicely being defended here by Innovation. However, many lurkers are into this position, but this planetary fortress dealing so much damage. However, it is going to fall, as Innovation has to retreat, but at the same time he's moving out with his forces into this location. There's a small engagement here with one lurker, so that's very valuable, as it killed already 5 CVs here, and also bought some time for this expansion here for Scarlett. So yeah, in the end Scarlett once again has to rebuild her expansion here. Some lurkers are being morphed in. Finally she decides to be aggressive. She's going for this planetary fortress here, and yep, Innovation is in position with those Steamed Marines, with the Marauders, but there's so much here for Scarlett. Scarlett doing a nice job here, destroying this planetary fortress as fast as possible, but at the same time, sadly for her, she doesn't have that many defensive units here, so her hatchery is once again being targeted here by those Terran forces, and once again a snipe is going to happen, as Innovation is regrouping here on the high ground. He's going to try to take as much down as possible. At the same time, he's here into this position, doing really nice multitasking here by Innovation once again. And yeah, sadly for Scarlett, she has dropped at 100 supply versus 180 here from Innovation, so things looks very hard here for her. Some Vipers are coming in to save the situation, as Innovation once again moving more and more out. He did cancel this expansion as well, and he's even moving more and more out here with his Marines, with his medics and his Marauders, of course. So really good job here by him with that multitask. Now Scarlett has to go into some Zerglings, as she just needs that unit composition as much as possible just to hold this position. Perhaps Bellings would have been a better idea. You should be the judge of that. I'm sure she knows exactly what she's doing, as the Terran is regrouping. At the same time, he always leaves a force here in the upper high ground just to once again target this hatchery. He's going straight for the hatchery. No, actually he's spreading here his unit, and needs to be careful with those Vipers. Once again, good Viper torpedoes here just to pull those tanks. Nice disease cloud incoming to Zerglings in the front, but there's so many medivacs here, of course, for Innovation, and sadly for Scarlett, she has to GG out here of this game. So really nice game here by both players. Early aggression here by Innovation with those 2 proxy barracks already brought him a little bit of an advantage, and all in all a very aggressive and abusive Innovation gameplay with those medivacs, with those Marines and Marauders, just making it so hard here for Scarlett to be aggressive for herself. So she just had to defend left and right, and yeah, sadly Innovation just abused this as much as possible, just like most Terrans do, and in the end this brought him, of course, the victory. So really nice game here by both players. I really hope you guys enjoyed this game. I will be seeing you, of course, in the next replay. This is Tommy signing out.